Guess it's 6 o'clock somewhere, or maybe a couple of minutes off. What's happening, everybody? It's your boy Onyx. Once again, going full nerd. What's happening? You know I gotta come in with the funky music. Sorry it took so long on the intro. I think I had like a minute of it playing already. But you know, I had to go get my alcoholic beverage so I could talk to you the way I need to talk to you. Oh, okay. We good now. We good. Check this out, everybody. What's up? Welcome. Thank you for being right here, right now with your boy. Anyway, you know we got to start it off. It's Sunday. It's 6 p.m. It's the podcast recording. And guess what? It's actually kind of quiet for a change. I'm all alone doing my thing, but it's all good. Let's start off with the shameless plugs. Make sure you follow me on Twitter, and that is at Onyx1969. That's for the uncensored, raucous, raunchy, where I just start. If I'm going to talk about you, I'm going to talk about you on Twitter. But what you also need to do is, if you're just coming across this live video on YouTube, please make sure you hit the subscribe button and click the bell, ding, 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 as well as hit the like on this video. Trust me, I can see when you hit the likes. Also, if you're going to check out the audio podcast in your home, in your vehicle, you can check it out on anchor.fm/goingfullnerd, or you can look for Going Full Nerd on iHeartRadio, Pandora, Spotify, Stitcher, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you consume your podcast needs. I think that's it. Other than check out the latest comic book news. Yes, goingfullnerd.com. I think I got all of that out the way. Whoo, man, I really need to script out or maybe write the shameless plugs down. And I'm going to just play a video from now on, because the shameless plug takes a lot out of you, boy, before I start talking about stuff I peeped out. Be like, shameless plug, boom, 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 boom. And then, whew, dang. But it's all good. And we got a special treat at the end of today's podcast. I don't know if people are going to jump on it, but it's going to be a special treat. So let's talk about it. 5 top box office. I do this every weekend. Domestic. Get your shout outs in. What's up to my man Omar? Appreciate you popping in. So top 5 box office for this weekend. The Leap Weekend. Yeah, 29 February was yesterday. Yeah, you don't get those. You only get those like once every 4 years. So, you get what you get when you get it. So, what we're going to get here is coming in number 1, horror flick, Universal Pictures, The Invisible Man. Pulling 29 mil. 29 mil. Not too bad, not too great. But it is what it is. I saw the previews for this. I was going to peep it out. I was going to say something. I said, you know what? Scary. No. Okay. Coming in at number 2 is last week's number 1, Sonic the Hedgehog, pulling in $16 million. That was from Paramount Pictures. Coming in at number 3 is the 20th Century Fox, or 20th Century Films. That's the way it should be called, because now it's a subsidiary of Disney. Call of the Wild. It was last week's number 2, but now it has dropped the spot to this week's number 3, pulling in $13.2 million. Coming in at number 4 is a limited release. I wish I had went out, but this is the thing. This is my problem with this. They were only showing it in the theaters that don't have the comfortable seats and that don't bring my alcoholic beverage to my seat. So I'm like, I want to see it. I couldn't see it. I was thinking about checking alternate means. It wasn't on my alternate means. Not to endorse alternate means of watching stuff, but it is what it is. But that is the anime feature, My Hero Academia, Heroes Rising. Now, I talked about my guilty pleasure last week. So if you haven't peeped that out, check out that video. Then come holler at me about My Hero Academia. That actually came in 4th place this week and pulled $5.1 million. Interesting. And lastly, but not least, in the top 5, holding on in the top 5 for 7 weeks. This movie has been in the top five box office for 7 weeks. That's Will Smith and Martin Lawrence. Bad Boys for Life. It dropped one spot from number 4 to 5 this week, and it pulled $4.3 million. So that's it for the top box office. I get rid of this. I can't say we did not see Birds of Prey and the fantabulous emancipation of one Harley Quinn. But they made their money. Warner Brothers, y'all gonna do the thing. Now, a lot of people wanted me to talk about this new DC Comics 5G and all that. I think I'll record something about that and drop it later this week when I got a moment. But I'm not really. I still got to get a little more info on that. A lot of foolishness. There's been statements made, but we'll just let that slide. We'll let that slide. So let's talk about what we got this week. If you've seen the title of this week's video, let's bring that back up on the screen. Let's bring the episode thumbnail back on the screen. CPS should have been called. Bottom line, this is Locke Key. It is a Netflix series based on, a graphic novel published by IDW Publishing. And if you follow goingfullnerd.com, you'll hear about a lot of stuff from IDW Publishing. So, I'm going to have to say it. I have to say Netflix, it comes through with some interesting material. I mean, since basically DC Comics and Marvel Comics, they each got ties with their own respective streaming services, okay? Netflix has to get creative now. They have to find other stuff. They have to get with other comic book properties, maybe stuff that is not, as popular or as well known is the better term for stuff. And it's not necessarily the superhero genre material. Sometimes it's graphic novels, stories, because that's all a comic book is. It's a story. All right. You had your Martin Scorsese comments. Oh, comic book films. Trust me, Road to Perdition was a comic book film. Just putting it out there. It doesn't always have to be superheroes with a cape to be a comic book film. But let's continue on. Now, this brings us to Locke Key, which on the surface, the premise, it's a pretty cool idea. But this particular series went sideways for your boy. And in instances, that can be good and that can be bad for some people. But we're going to talk about it a little bit. And I'm going to do my best because people have been talking about, yo, Onyx, you've been spoiling stuff. Okay, so what? But I'm going to try not to spoil it. Okay. Now think about this, okay? Netflix, it usually seems hit or miss with its content, with its original content, okay? There are shows that catch your attention early and then they let you down as it goes along. And there are others that keep you on the edge of your seat all the way through. Just putting that out there. Locke and Key is a show that had me thinking the whole way on how much of a bad parent these kids had with their mom. Oh my goodness. All right. I thought Raising Dion was like she had like the crazy parent award until this came out. Netflix, what is with y'all making these oblivious parents in these flicks? Is that a requirement? I could write a Netflix joint and be like, "Yo, the parent got to be completely oblivious to what's going on." So let's keep this going. Exactly. Why Bodie? Why Bodie? Why? But let's continue this on. Okay, this is basically 10 episodes of badass kids doing badass shit with magical keys, and by all rights, they should have had a magical child protective service social worker called after the first episode. I'm just putting it out there. Let's just lay it on the table. Let's just lay it on the table. But you know what? Let me take a sip of my beverage. Okay, let's see if we can get that sound on the podcast. Okay, let's take a sip of my beverage, and I'm gonna get into this. Okay, so let's check this out. The premise of the show. Okay, here's the official synopsis. After Rendell Locke is murdered at the hands of a former student, Sam Lesser, his wife, Nina, is forced to move with her three children, Tyler, Kinsey, and Bodie, okay, from Seattle to Matheson, Massachusetts. Did I say that right? Massachusetts. Okay. And take residence in Rendell's family home, Key House. First thing in my mind is if my name is Locke and I'm moving to a place called Key House, you know something's getting ready to go down. I'm just saying it. But anyway, the children soon discover a number of mysterious keys that can be used to unlock various doors in magical ways. However, they become aware of a demonic entity that is also searching for the keys for its own, let's get the big word, malevolent purposes. Okay, that's the official synopsis. That's the official premise. Now, the premise, based on the comic book series of the same name, I think the comic book series was written by Joe Hill and Gabriel Rodriguez. It sounds interesting as all get out, okay? And I found myself caught up in how much I would have had to figure out how to rein Bodie's ass in, okay? Bodie did everything he could to be in trouble. He, to me, was the catalyst. It wasn't in the beginning with the dad dying. The catalyst was Bodie's nosy ass. If Bodie just ignored stuff, this would never have happened. You see my point? You could talk about the twists, the turns. How did this demon show up? How did all this magical stuff come about? You could ignore all that if Bodie wasn't so damn curious. Bodie suffered from what I call horror movie ethnicity. Okay, I'm going to put it out there. I'm sorry. I don't mean anything by this, but it is a known fact in horror movies, most African Americans, most Hispanic, most non Caucasians do not, I repeat, do not follow whispering voices in their house. First thing we're going to do is we're going to get a phone and we're going to call the cops. Okay? Hey, I hear something in my house whispering. I'm about to go get in my car. Could y'all come check this out? That's the first thing. If I hear something whispering in my house, I am not going searching for what's whispering. I am not Bodie. My name is not Bodie. Okay? Onyx is not going to go searching for some foolishness. Okay? Then when I find such foolishness, do I look like I'm going to take a key and stick it in my neck? I mean, you see the poster on the internet. You see the poster. You know, Bodie is like the little girl from Poltergeist. They're here. No, 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 no. Just stop. Bodie would have been put up for adoption the second I found out. Now, they do their best to try to explain why the mom is so oblivious. You know, it's crazy. We are, it's just ridiculous. Okay. Now, I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be totally honest. I did not read the source material. I did not. I did not have a chance to go get the original graphic novels for Locke and Key. But I did some research. I looked some stuff. I could care less about spoilers. But what I have found out and what I've looked at inside of this Netflix show, we have seen 9 magical keys. We've seen 9. I'm going to say it again, 9 magical keys. In the comic book, there are 28 magical keys that have been identified. All right. Each with different abilities. things that I've noticed as far as differences between what they say for going in the graphic novel versus what's going on in the television series. One of the television keys replicates the combined abilities of two of the comic book keys, which is key to the story. And they got a key, two keys that make an appearance in the show, but they don't make an appearance in the comic book, which, I can understand you got to change stuff to make it good. All right. Now, let's go out here. I'm going to go out here. Now, before anyone else says this, and it's been in the chat, I'm going to go ahead and put it, and I kind of made and alluded to it, but this show takes place in Massachusetts. I'm sorry, my New Englanders. All right. You had an ethnically diverse cast. I will say you had the, African American gym teacher, the African American principal, the African American, is it a sheriff, a cop, whatever. It's all cool. But if it was up, if Onyx was in there, if I was in there and I was any of them people, first sign of magical BS though, keys whispering, stuff blowing up, appearing, stuff I couldn't explain. I got no investigation. None. Zero. Chalk that up to crazy kids. Keep on rolling. I ain't calling nobody. I ain't trying to help nobody figure it out. Oh, they just moved into that creepy ass house on the lake over by the rocks. Good for them. Good for them. Do I need to go visit? No. Do I need to go welcome as a neighbor? No. I see their ass in town. See them in school. Just saying, Locke Key is 100% full of all of these horror movie, scary, stereotypical, I'm going to ignore all the warning sign moments. Whew. Now, you would think I hated this show, but really? I didn't. I don't. Without spoiling it, I'm gonna tell you there's a few scratch your head moments. There's a few scratch your head moments, twists and turns. It's gonna leave you wondering, the next season, how they gonna fix this? How are they gonna fix this? I like that. That's what I like in the show. The show wasn't that great, but it wasn't bad, but it left me wanting to see the second season. Now, the second season has not been greenlit yet. There's no official, we're going to have a Locke Key season 2. I guess that's going to tell on how well it's doing or how well it is done. If you notice, it's been out since February 7th. It's been out there. I've been watching it for a few weeks. Been watching it with the wife. We've been cool about it. I've been doing episode after episode. And I said, okay, I got to do this before I start binge watching Altered Carbon. Got to check out my man today. But anyway, that's a whole different story. So, what is Onyx going to give Locke and Key? Locke and Key actually gets a 3.9 out of 5 on the Going Full Nerd scale. It is interesting binge watch. It is worth checking it out. It is worth checking it out. To me, it's not truly horror. It's not scary enough. I mean, there's some jacked up moments. There's some real jacked up moments, but it's not really scary. It's comical to me, and they don't even bill it as a comedy. So this one, I could kind of get away with watching. Now, if they get real gory in the second season and get that deep into it, it may lose me. But we're going to see what goes down. All right? So 3.9 out of 5, Locke and Key. Turn on your Netflix, peep it out, see what goes down. Now, y'all ready for the special thing? Y'all ready for the special thing? All right? The special thing is this. What we are going to start. We are not going to start this now. I'm trying to think of another day that I could do some live streaming. So I would like for everybody to comment on the video, not in the live chat. Either comment on my Twitter account, which is at Onyx1969, or comment on the video of this recording on YouTube to say what is a good day for a live call-in show so we could talk about whatever comes to mind, whether I've reviewed it or not. If a review is upcoming, we can still talk about it, but we're going to get some speculation stuff and all that. Now, here goes the key. Somebody says, well, how you going to do a call-in show, homeboy? How you going to do a call-in show if we don't have your number? Now, some of y'all, I can't give y'all my personal number because y'all be trying to run up my phone bill. Y'all be calling crazy. So, what I have, okay, I got this. I'm about to show you. This is about to be some. This is gonna be some. This is gonna be some stuff. Boom! Y'all notice something disappeared off the screen, but we're gonna have a call-in show. So if we got a call-in show, bam! Oh, that's what we get ready to do. So what we're gonna end up doing is, as a call-in show, you get to call in this number. Announce yourself. You will be live. It's uncensored. So here goes the thing. I will teach some lessons. Because if people call in and act a fool, I will act a pure fool and hang up. That's how I roll. You could get hung up. You can hurt Mr. Charlie Lick. C-Lick. Spell it out, folks. Click. So act a fool. But we're going to start it. We're going to figure it out. It's going to be the call-in. I'm going to tell you when the call-in gets down, and we will figure it out. But until then, this goes away. Boop. And we going to rock it with just a regular Twitter. We can do that. We can do that. So that's just the new hotness that I'm dropping here. You ain't going to get that on a lot of other YouTube channels. They just want you to do the live chat because they don't want you to reach out and touch them like that. That's how I'm going to do. So, we're going to get a few people cuss the hell out. I mean, that's going to happen. That's going to happen. So it is going to happen. We don't know when yet. We're going to pick the day. It ain't going to be during the Sunday live stream, but we're going to figure it out. But anyway, folks, that's it. A couple of y'all, you ain't going to run up your international credits. You better get you a Google Voice. I got you on that. I got you, though. I got you. Hey, the live chat is still going to be streaming. The live chat is going to be there. You still have the ability to leave a recorded message. Okay. You still have the ability to leave a recorded message on anchor.fm/goingfullnerd. There's a little place. If you go through the Anchor app, you can leave a recorded message for the podcast and I can play it back. We can still do all that good stuff. But anyway, that's enough. Remember, Locke Key. Check it out. Worth taking a watch. Remember, gotta whoop them kids on Netflix, man. They get you in trouble. But anyway, remember, if you can't say something nice about somebody, don't say anything at all. Just send me a note and I will say it for you. Special thanks to my man Omar, Low Cuts, Wilbur, Red. Appreciate y'all joining in and watching the live stream. Big ups. If I had some free stuff, matter of fact, this is all the free stuff I got. Thank you. Peace, y'all. And I'm out of here. Let me go ahead and throw that music up. Hey, this is free too. That's a Google Voice number. So if you got a Gmail, you could call me on Google Voice, man. That's the number. That's a Google Voice number. I'm going to just throw it out there. I'm just putting it out there. Your Google Voice to Google Voice is free. Just putting it out there. But anyway, y'all, peace, y'all, and I'm out of here. What we going to do? Do I do the outro music? Should I do the same or should I do something different? You know what? I'm going to do something different. Boom. Pimp my pride. Peace. And I'm out of here.